Three, two, one. Thursday, the 17th of December 2020, day number 17 of our 24 days of random awesomeness. What do we have today? Let me grab the bag. We saw it yesterday. It is a mid-sized bag, not too heavy, not too light. It is a bit big, so I will take it here and I will open it like this. Now, what is it? Well, these are toys, as you may have heard already from the noise that they make. Basically, they are older than I am. Now, where should we start with? Let's grab this thing first. I'll try if I can get it out somehow without... yeah, it works. Yes. This thing. And if you are a 70s child or an 80s child, you probably remember these. I think they were sold quite a bit in the time. There's another one, and I will take out the bigger one, and I will leave the other thing in here for now. So we will start only with this kind of toys, because else we are getting all mixed up. And I'm sorry that I have to do this off camera, but it is quite hard to get this out of the bag without destroying anything or breaking anything off. And also, I'm a bit tight and thinks of space on my bench, so I have to get this out without... Yes, now it comes out. Come on, there we go. Okay, here it comes. Here it is. Yes. Now, PlaymoSpace. This stuff came out in 1979, 1980, around that time. And I have to put this in here. And as I said, this was more my sister's thing. I played with it, but I remember she was always not very amused about it because I broke stuff all the time. Now, let's turn this around. This is RS 2005. Probably out of the year 2005, where we all lived on different planets. You have some feet here that we can pull out like this. And I don't want to turn this over all the way, because inside everything will fall apart. I can read on this here in the middle, it says 1980. 1980 Playmobil. And so all of this comes out of the same year. And let's start with the space station. I will put this somewhere here. Yes, so we have more space and space. I can open the hatches here. Yes. So, and now we can open this like a famous or a fancy meal. And we have the inner of our space station. Let's zoom in a little and we have a look what's going on in there. So you have some computers here, and you had something, I don't know what this is. It moves somehow. Focus. And some kind of kitchen area. Some hatches, or how do you call these things, to regulate the oxygen levels before somebody makes a spacewalk. Here's somebody sitting there. One of the astronauts can't wait to get out of there. Here he is. And they came with this space suits. And by the way, you had to take off the hair to fit this. And quite a lot of little tiny small pieces, because you can take off those shoes, and you can like this, and you can take off these silver thingies here. Yeah, kind of cool, but everything came apart pretty easily. So a lot of little pieces that went missing over the years as well. You have like the main bridge. You could rotate this, which is quite noisy, but you can. And you have the pilot, who is piloting things. And then you had you had some more space people here, spacesuit people. This guy had a camera. I don't think that belonged to this to this kid. But yes, so you could play around. He would walk outdoors and make the first steps. The other guy, he can fly around with his little jetpack thing. Kind of cool. Yeah. I will zoom out a little bit so we have more of an overview. Yes. Now, so you had some lights here. I think now we can maybe, yeah, we can turn this over like this. So, PlaymoSpace. PlaymoSpace RS 2500. And I remember playing with this thing quite a bit. And of course my sister as well, but I was too young. I'm born in 1981, and so this is even a year older than I am. Now, so you had these, of course, these separator doors so the astronauts can get out. And I would say I close this up. I put back on this hatch, and I will move this out of the way so we can have a look on the other things. So we have this PlaymoSpace RG9 -5. So this is a little, probably a planet cruiser because it has these kind of fins. And then you can also see this is from 1980. Yeah, 1980. So this thing probably could fly and drive around on other planets. And he what is wrong with him? Oh, he was attached to me somehow. He would cruise around. You have other space people investigating new territories, and you have him as well. And then you had this guy. Yes, this was also kind of a cruiser. Unfortunately, there's one wheel missing, or one pair of wheels. They're kind nicely rubbery wheels actually, and they are moving freely in some multiple axes. And you had the engine here. You have the hatch, and the hatch somehow shrunk over the years because it does not fit anymore like perfectly in there. But I'm pretty sure that it is the right hatch because it has like the same kind of latches on the side. This should stay closed, but it will not. It's not interested in staying closed. Let's take this out. So we have our pilots in here, of course, and then on the side we had the lab. So we can open this, and I need 2 hands for this. Now let's open the back hatch first. So you had a hatch back here. You could open this, and there you can also see from what year this is, because it revolves a GE 5P. Now, yes, it seems somehow to remember of some other robot out of the exact time. But this apparently is not related to Star Wars. This is, yes, its own thing. Even, yeah, of course, this is R2-D2. Actually, pretty nicely made, this thing. I think I will put this on display because, yeah, I like this little guy here. Put this here. Yes, so, and then we have this hatch that can be opened. So he's in there. Apply this open. Come on. There we go. Now let's zoom in a little. So here we had the hatch that opens, and we have a whole lab in here with more astronauts doing their things, computer stuff, and in here basically they fit inside their costumes. They fit in there. On the other, the main space station, you have to remove all this stuff to make them sit in the seats. But here they fit in there, and they did not have any laser guns or something, which is weird. So no war on other distant planets. Well, as I said, I remember playing around with this stuff. I'm sure my sister remembers more because she's a little bit older than I am. And yes, but there is something else in this bag today. And I remember playing with this a little bit more. And of course, again, this is my sister's stuff. But you might know it, and it was kind of the same time than this came out. And what is this? Well, of course, this is the Comet spaceship out of the TV series Captain Future. Yes, Captain Future, the Confederation agent or freelancer. That was also a scientist traveling through space, and an adventurer, of course. So this is Captain Future, and this is not the action figure. As you can see, he's mounted onto some sort of little thingy here. You can see also that this is made in also 1980. So the same year than this stuff. Maybe some kind of relationship to, well, to Star Wars and Captain Future Playmobil made, but this, by the way, I think was his assistant, Captain Future's assistant. And you, of course, still had Otto, and I think Professor Simon Wright, his name was. I can't remember too much. I remember that this was like one of the first toys that I remember that had some sort of action features. So you basically, what you could do was you could, it had some sort of a cruise mode, which was this, and when they go through time or to higher speeds, you could push this button, or no, this button, I'm holding it upside down, and then, yeah, it would snap, and you had like the high-speed version of it. Also, you had the same thing with those fins here, so behind this solar panel, you had a button, and when you push it, you had this thing coming out. It gives it more stability in the vacuum. And then you had a hatch here. I remember something was in there. I can't remember what it was. If you know, let me know in the comments. I know that there was something particular in there, but I really can't remember. Well, you had another button. You could take this apart, and you could take off this one. Also, it's been such a long time that I have watched one of these series, so I can't really remember what was what. Unfortunately, yeah, the hatch is missing, and I remember this was like a clear plastic, maybe with some chrome on it or something on the sides. So this was basically the cockpit, and I remember in the cartoon this was of course a huge ship, so they had like a lot of space in there, but quite a nice toy. Cosmo Liner, it says. Here is a part missing, of course. Cosmo Liner. I remember it, the name was a Comet of this thing, but I could be wrong of some sort. Well, quite interesting. Oh, by the way, there is another, yeah, they are missing. They had some missiles you can put in here, and there's a little spring in here, and with the red button you could release them and shoot them out. Let's put back in the space station. It will land on those people. Yes, now I moved this stuff carefully out of the way. To make space to show you or give you a peek of tomorrow's bag, and therefore I have to stand up because this thing is probably the heaviest and biggest thing we had so far, even heavier than the camera we had 2 days ago, and it does not fit inside of the bag, so I just put the bag on top of it. Yes, 2 metal things, 2 pieces, 2 separate things, and yes, we will see tomorrow what this is. I hope you enjoyed, and I see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Until then, see ya.